back.
Woohoo!
Yay.
It's been a heck of a week.
Yeah. We Stitch and We Know Thing is our name.
We stitch and we know things.
I said that.
I know. I'm just with you.
Oh, here we go already. No.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jan. And it's May 10th.
And this is Floss Tube number
16.
Yep.
And
we wrote it
forgot
on the
to
calendar.
Shut the door.
I'll shut the door. Shut the door.
You gotta slide the thing across the floor to shut the door.
Wow, you're rhyming and you didn't even know you were a poet, huh?
I know. I'm so talented. Yeah, right. Okay, take that back. Yeah. Anyway, not a lot of stitching this week. Not a lot.
No. Not much.
But some, and I'm thinking, should I pull that shade down behind us?
I mean, if you want.
I don't know. We're
can't
in a
remember.
different location again.
Well, technically the same location as the
Okay,
last
I knew
time.
she was going to do this. I knew it. My hair's a mess because I spent the morning out in the garden and went and bought a lawnmower. Yeah.
A push mower.
Yeah.
Good exercise.
Oh, yeah.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll get the exercise. I can use it. Get some extra
Well, I'll do
steps
what I
in.
can. So, garden's going really good, going crazy. I'll get a, I don't know if we can put it up, but I'll try and get a picture of it.
We can do an extra and do a
An
little
extra
like
for the
an
garden?
Extra,
I don't think so.
Yeah, okay. Fun.
I just want a picture so that I could put it up here.
Okay.
You got to figure that out yet.
Take a picture on your iPad and hold it up.
Oh. Okay.
I'll figure it out.
Anyway, my husband had the surgery, and it went well.
It was a long
It was
day.
only 6 hours, but then we had to wait another 2.5 hours for him to wake up.
It was a long day. We got up at
But
3.
it went better than expected,
Yeah.
and the doctors are thrilled. We go back this upcoming Wednesday for his follow-up, and then from that, if everything, which it's looking good, everything, his openings and everything, whatever you want to call them, incisions, look great. And we, 8 weeks from then, which my husband even said, he goes, that's perfect timing. And I was like, why? And he's like, because it's the weekend after StitchCon. So even he was worried he was going to be having to do surgery during StitchCon, and then we wouldn't have gone.
But I will say, like, the medical professionals up here,
oh,
I mean, kudos if any of you live up here and you're medical professionals, because they are awesome.
Yeah.
Where we're at. Well, in Knoxville, we're kind of,
We go to Knoxville, we go to
stay in
Morristown.
So.
Yeah, so.
But they're super
Very good.
Super good. They fixed something that no one else had fixed for my dad during the surgery. So
Yeah, it was something that should
should've
have been
been.
done.
Yeah.
He even said it. He was like, I was so puzzled why it was left.
Yeah. So I mean, kudos to the medical.
Yeah.
I mean, anywhere you guys are, if you're in the medical field.
Yeah.
Kudos to everybody.
Why not?
Shoot, why not?
Let's just spread it around.
Give everybody
Kudos to everybody.
props. Showing my age a little.
A little bit?
Just a little.
Okay.
I,
So, we didn't get a whole lot of stitching done, did we?
No, but I was gonna say, speaking of
sorry.
like showing age,
Oh, please.
on TikTok, there's like a 90s nostalgia. I was born in 89. So I'm an 80s baby, but I didn't really live through the 80s. And like, there's all these shows and stuff coming up, and I'm like, oh my god, no one even knows this stuff. Or like the dial-up, you know? Like, I remember being in school when we first got internet, and you couldn't be on the phone and the internet at the same time.
Yeah,
It's just
true.
amazing how far we've come, and it makes me feel old.
Yeah.
So I'm just throwing that out there.
That's okay. I saw something on, it wasn't on TikTok. I think it was on Facebook. But it started in the 50s.
Oh gosh.
And it went straight through to today.
Oh gosh. What
And
was
they
it?
dressed and they danced like they did in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s. And it was like, oh my God. And it was like, I remember all those. That's
Dancing
sad.
was so much better back in
The day.
earlier days.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you you know, you know, okay? I'm
That's
sure
her
half
new
the
favorite
people,
thing.
Yep, and I'm
You
sure
know.
half the people in our stitch groups or people that watch us, they know.
That's like the movies back then were.
What was it?
The movies back then were so much better.
Yeah, we used to go to drive-ins.
I've never been to one, but there are some up here.
I noticed
I've never
that.
been, but
Yeah, we'll have to
it'd be a
go to
cool
one. Okay, so anyway, back to stitching, people.
No more nostalgia.
Yeah. You want to go first? You
I
want me
only
to go
have
first?
2 things that I worked on. Technically, I did work on something when we were at the hospital, but it was like 10 minutes, and I couldn't stitch in that environment. Like, the lighting was good, but it was like, you have a certain way to set everything out, and like stuff just kept falling no matter where I put it, and I was just like, I can't stitch. And then I'm not really happy with the colors, so I'm not counting it as a start or anything. It's just, I'm gonna redo it, and when I do, I'll show you guys. So really, I just have the 2 that I'm gonna show you.
Okay.
And one is a finish, partial finish. I don't know. It's from the Jelly Bean Jubilee, so I don't know if they're all counted as a finish when they're done, but I'm counting each one as a finish.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
So,
because you're going to do them all separately.
yeah, and they're all going to be turned into pillows. So, I'm stitching it on 14 count ivory, and I did make a change to them with the white, but, okay, so this is the one I just finished, and I just started this guy. So I'm planning on doing them all, like this one's done. You'll see it because, whoops, I have it all on the same piece. Well, I bought 2 pieces of fabric because it won't all fit all 7 on it, but, so this is the one I finished a while ago because it's so cute. And then this is the one I just finished yesterday. And I don't know if you can tell, but the flowers, the bunny ears, and the shirt are in,
Spring.
is it spring confetti?
Yeah.
I think it's spring confetti. And I did the same thing with this guy, like his ears and the flowers are, that one kind of shows a little better. It's a little blurry. See if I can fold it to show you a little better. Kind of, oops. So, you can really see it up close. It's just making it a little harder. And then this is the guy I started, the little bunny with the brush.
Now, I would have with the jelly bean bowl.
No, he's the one standing on top of the egg.
Oh, okay.
That he painted.
Okay.
I stopped yesterday. For some reason, my 598 was just, it was shredding. It was like one strand would come through, and then the other one would shred and not make it through, and I just was kind of over
You're using
it.
a big enough needle and everything.
Yeah.
Huh.
Because, I mean, he's, I don't, let's see.
Sorry about the quietness in here.
Where is he? Okay. So, like, I hate doing that with my books.
Ah, but she's doing
I know. So that's the one I'm working on. Sorry, Buck.
She
She
yells at me when I bend my
You
books.
don't break the spines
I don't beg
of books, like any books. They're lovely.
It doesn't. Well, okay. I don't know.
Um,
It doesn't break my spine. I'm perfectly fine.
breaks my heart. Okay, it's called, the color I'm using is variegated. It's Weeks Dye Works. Is it gonna...
And what's it called?
Spring Bouquet.
Spring Bouquet.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's kind of blurry. But yeah, it's Spring Bouquet, and it's really, really pretty. Here's it on a new one. I have 2 of them, so. Kind of getting washed
Did
out a
Nisi use
little.
that on one?
She used a different one.
Oh,
on
okay.
the
That looks very
spring here.
similar. Yeah. Looks very similar.
And then the one that I also worked on, it's modern folk embroidery. the Salentine celebration. I guess it's called With Love, but I call it Salentine. I think I'm just gonna put like my initials in the year. I don't know. Maybe I'll put I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for the initials because it's not like, you know, I was thinking AMC or something. It's on 18 count ivory, and this is almost a whole page. There's 4 pages, so it's, you know, it's not a lot.
Very big. Yeah.
And I love like the coverage I'm getting on 18 count. So yeah, and it's the called for colors. So. But yeah, I like it. It's fun. Like I said, the coverage. I don't know. I'm like really weird about coverage lately.
Yeah.
Like if I see stuff showing through, I'm not liking it.
You love one here.
I'll go in
I
my
didn't
jar.
know if you had a needle.
It'll go in my jar. I don't know where my needle went on my Jelly Bean Jubilee. I noticed it when I brought it in here. I think it's on my bed.
Oh, that's nice. She's
Yeah.
going to sleep with her needles again.
It's like the Princess and the Pea, but. You know.
Yeah, well, it's a little bit stronger than the Princess and the Pea.
Both uncomfortable.
Okay.
Although it had to be an uncooked pea.
Yeah, for it to be hard.
Yeah,
Why
'cause
don't
the
we
other one would have. Well, I brought it up. You didn't bring it
Yeah, I
up.
didn't
I don't
bring it
know.
up.
Don't listen to me, guys. Okay, Mom, your turn. That's all I've been
Okay.
working on.
Well, I worked on.
She has 3 things she worked on, right?
Yeah, well, more, but I didn't do enough on them to even show them. This I worked on Dasher and Dancer by Hobby House Press. When we were in the hospital, I brought it because it was only one color. Whoops.
Yeah,
one
it's not
color, and it would,
focusing very well.
you know, it was easy. I only had to hold it in my lap. And I had done this side, I think. Wait a minute, where's the alphabet? Nope, I had done this side. Sorry.
Backwards.
Yeah. And then I started finishing stuff up here and down. You'll see. I'll show you. I got pretty far though. And so here's where I was up to the tree.
It looks beautiful.
And then I didn't iron it, but I did all the alphabet to the end. Is that a needle in there?
Yeah.
It is. Oh my gosh. I never leave needles. And then I just did a couple of little things there, but it was mainly the alphabet and then underneath, the border underneath that I worked on. And I know it doesn't look like very much for 6 hours, but it was a lot of stitching. And then checking with the hospital, and then I'm having them call me.
That's the thing, though. Like, I think people don't realize how much time it actually takes to put into, like,
I know, you look
stitching
at something and you're like, oh, that should be
It's a
easy.
click.
And then you get into it, you're like, oh, this is no fool.
Like
This
the
is no
12
joke.
12s on New Year's Eve, like, you don't actually get as much done.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do that this year. Next year.
We'll see.
Okay.
We will see.
Ashley's all over
That's
the
the
place
alarm.
today.
And then I did work some more on the Santa.
It's not like an alarm that we need to worry about.
No,
It
nothing
just
we need
tells
to
us
worry
that the
about.
door
It just
opened.
tells us when somebody goes in and out of the
It
house. Santa of the Forest.
It just sounded like, oh, there's an alarm. No worries. We're not. We're chill here.
Yeah, we don't
Sorry.
worry.
I'm
And
sorry.
I did work some more. I left him in his hoop because my hands are getting so bad. It's hard putting them in
She's
and out of
having
hoops.
trouble tightening.
And so I finished this, started the cuff, finished the whatever this piece is, like his waistline, and then I started bringing the bear's arm down. And that's as far as I got on that. One day I will finish this, though. I will finish him.
It's kind of cool watching her stitch it, though, because it's like blocks of color showing up, and then it's like, you know, becoming more of the picture. I like
Yeah,
it. That's my
it's
favorite thing
getting there.
about stitching.
It's
is
getting
like,
there. And then
Aw.
the baby blanket. If I can get this without the glare here. I
What are you
worked
gonna-
on the pig.
Are you gonna save that book after
Yeah,
you're done?
probably, unless you want it.
No.
I'm not having any more children. So I don't need it.
Well, that's good because it's been 36 years since you had a kid.
This body wouldn't make it. Anyway, so
Jeez.
I finished the pig. I just have to finish his bib and then outline him and put oink oink. And he'll be done, and then I'll start the chicken, which is next. So that it's very hard stitching on these Afghans. They're not as easy as they tell you they are.
I mean, she's
Your
stitched
Floss.
on a lot of them, so you're experienced with them. I
Yeah.
have my cat one in my room, which I think we've shown in our finish parade. I think we showed it. I can always show it again.
Oh, I
but
didn't tell you what I did Dasher and Dad's from. You guys have seen it before.
it's been one of the. It's been
been
a
one of the-
crazy week,
yeah,
guys.
trying to get everything together.
Oh yeah, and
then
she has.
I do have a
finish. We
finish.
both had a finish.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing so good.
I couldn't wait to finish this little thing.
It was the fabric for her.
Yep, yeah. It was a love-hate relationship.
Carly.
How did you open the door, Car? Hi, baby.
Our Bichon just opened the door.
You're
I'm gonna
just
close it
coming
again.
in.
Wow. Usually
Wow.
it's Luna that barrels through.
I know. Usually it is Lou, not her. Okay. So anyway, this is by Blackbird.
Blackbird Designs.
Yeah.
It's in one of the autumn.
The moon.
Books.
Something moon. Owl moon. I don't
It's
know.
not Winds of Autumn. I think it's the other one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have it back.
And I finished this, and I'm gonna what I'm gonna do is just, since it's unraveling so bad everywhere, I'm just gonna sew it real close, stuff it, and then I'm just gonna finish unraveling it. And but man, it looked like it would be so easy, but maybe it is. Maybe it was just the fabric, because I had trouble from the get-go on it for some reason.
I think, you know,
I was so excited to do it.
I think the fabric does play a role. Like, I'm working on my second Oology egg. I haven't worked on it since I showed it last. But the fabric I did the blue one on versus the one I'm doing the orange or purple egg on. Purple egg is the one I'm on now. Like, I hate the fabric for this one, so I'm going to switch to a different 14 count for the other two.
Yeah,
but
it makes a big
not
difference.
pleasant to stitch
Yeah.
as much as you like it.
Makes a big difference.
She's
curled
curled
up.
asleep. Between her and her owner, my dad, the two of them, they're quite the pair. So
that's about all we really stitched.
Yeah.
We got to watch a few Floss tubes.
yeah, we're really doing this on the fly.
Yeah, it really is on the
So,
fly. And I kind of knew this
sorry,
one would be,
guys.
because it's in between taking care of him and her.
We'll probably get
And-
one more or two before we go away.
Yeah,
more,
we
maybe
got one
two
in
more.
2 more weeks.
Two
We're
more.
gonna. It's on the calendar. So
I think we'll have more to show next time.
yeah, I'm hoping. I don't know, but I've been doing a little knitting too on the off side, just
Show
to.
off. I can't.
No,
knit.
just because. No, just
I'm
because
just
I need a
kidding.
break every
I'm
once
just
in a
kidding.
while, and that just kind of,
I'm just
you
kidding.
know. And it's just a blanket. It's just, you know, knitting a blanket. It's an old pattern that I remember, and I've used it. And what else? We were talking about doing summer camp with Sherry
The Colorado Stitcher.
which starts June 1st. And
I think we'll show our kidded stuff too once we.
yeah, it'll be the first one. It had to either be night or day.
Yeah.
Something to do with night or day. And then the second one is your favorite designer. And then the third one was something new, like a new fabric,
New
a new
designer to
yeah, new
new
designer,
floss.
new fabric, new
Yeah.
floss, whatever. So I'm
Well, hands down, we know what your favorite designer is gonna be.
Stacey
Stacey
Nash.
and mine's gonna be Brenda Gervais.
yeah, and then that was a hard one though, because I really like Jacob, his designs.
I'm working on two of his, and like
Oh,
I love
them.
how they look. It's just they're so
It's
big.
so
it's
relaxing.
So big.
I know they're big. I know. But they're so
they're plenty.
relaxing.
Yeah.
And I'm doing Reaching Skyward right now.
Mhm.
It's kind of like I've started stitching things, and then I'm finding, like I said, I wasn't doing Whipco this year. I'm probably going to go back to it next year, but I'm finding that if I'm stitching on something and I want to do it longer, I'm doing it longer, instead of going, oh, I have another one to pull to do, you know. And I'm just having a lot of fun. I used to be monogamous. I never would have ever thought I'd have this many starts.
Gives her anxiety.
Yeah.
We've said that before.
It really does. But I'm getting further and further, and then I keep thinking of the ones I have. And if I think of them, I've kind of gotten to where if I wake up in the morning, the first stitch piece I think of, that's what I work on that day.
That's a good way.
And that's what I've been doing, you know, so it's really good. But then with doing the thing for Sherry in the camp, I kind of knew what I was going to do. I knew what my Stacy Nash was going to be. Mm-hmm. And, well, the night one, it might be this one. Yeah, it might be this. This is by my Teeny Modernist.
You're going to see both of us stitch
Edgar Allan Poe.
But mine's going to be, I'm going to stitch it near Halloween. So yours
and
is
I'm
gonna
thinking
be...
I probably could do that in a month. Get that done in a month.
Oh, you know what? I have 14 count fabric Stormy. It's white with gray modeling. We could probably see if it's big enough. We could each do it on that. Maybe add a little more gray to it.
Yeah, see, I was going to
I want it a little more gray. So... Yeah, do that. Well,
okay.
I mean, if you want to do it on 14 count. I'm going to stitch it too, just not when she is. So you guys will see mine later.
So my Stacy Nash that I'm going to do.
Oh.
I'm going to do the little,
is that
what
Maggie?
is his name? Bobbin. What's his name? Bobbin.
Oh, Animal Cracker Series.
Animal Cracker Series. And it's
the cute. Okay, here, I'll hold
the
it.
mouse. Sorry, my hip is.
Her hip is bothering.
Well, because I did the gardening, that's why. That was
Isn't it cute? Good. So that's what she's gonna do.
And then I'm gonna do it on 28 count Mushroom Laguna. Laguna
is a what?
She always corrects me on this stuff.
You know what's funny? I was just watching Pam and Steph, and Pam said that one day in the early videos. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so that's what they'll be on.
That's gonna be so cute.
I think it'll be cute. I wanted something small enough that I could finish it because each one of these, from what I understand, you're supposed to finish.
Now, are you buying the called fors? Well. Yeah, this, I kidded it. That's right. This was one of the ones I kidded for you. Okay, yeah. I bought her the animal crackers at that time.
And all the floss. And,
speaking of which, fun little fact for you guys and for you since you're doing animal crackers, Tiger Lily Designs just posted a video on finishing the animal crackers.
Oh, really?
So if you guys are doing that, I mean, I'm only going to do like one or two of them, I think, but... she's planning on doing the whole series, and I think it just got posted today or a couple. I don't know. It just popped up.
Now,
on
what
my
did
feed
she
on
do
YouTube.
it on one big piece, or did she actually make them individual?
They're individual. They looks like they're cut out in the photo that it pics. And then I didn't watch all of it, but it's how to assemble it and make it the stand-ups and stuff. She shows the finishing.
Cute. Okay.
She's got good videos.
Yeah, no, I've watched a few of
I like
hers.
her whip parades. She's so cute.
Two Needles Pulling Thread just dropped one today, and Niecy dropped one yesterday that I haven't watched yet.
Oh yeah, I forgot Saturday.
Been watching Patty Penn.
Yes, hi Patty.
Hi Patty. And pretty soon, a month and 8 days. And I wanted to throw a shout out because she was so sweet. Yes, I was so excited. My husband goes, "Oh, you got something in the mail from Alexandria, Virginia," and I'm like,
"That's Patty!
That's Patty! That's the only person I know there." I was all excited.
It's so cute.
It couldn't have come on a better day. It really couldn't
It was a bad
have.
day.
It was,
It was like a bummer.
a sad day. Yeah, it was a sad day.
Yeah,
and she sent me this little card with the flamingos. Look at them flamingos. They're pink. I love them.
You know why they're pink?
Because they eat shrimp.
Yep, it turns them pink. They're actually white.
They're white when they're born.
Yep.
And then, if you remember, I had talked to her about letting me know where to get pony beads. Pony beads. I keep calling them pony beads. Pony black needles.
Pony beads.
Pony beads. I used to work in a beading part of a craft store. So, that's why. She sent me these. It was Happy Mail.
She was so excited.
And I got, oh my gosh, and then she sent me an assortment even. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I was so excited. I never get anything like this. Thank you, Patty, so much. I really.
It made her day.
Oh, it did.
Really did. She was so excited. She had like a little extra just, I don't know. What's that extra, like, spring in your step? That's it.
Okay.
Spring in your step. I was going to say pizzazz
I
in her, spring in her
but,
step.
yeah, so these are perfect. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, these are wonderful.
She's been looking everywhere for those.
I know. Nobody has them here.
I know.
And then, yeah, I'm not going to say anything about the other thing. This, well, her thing.
Okay,
I
no.
I
That's
can't
fine.
mail it. And so I'm going to give it to you at StitchCon. Patty.
She's bringing you something at StitchCon.
That I promised.
Yeah.
And you will get it. Sorry, it'll be a year later, but you'll get it. And yeah. So then I was looking around, like I was saying, for Sherry's another
Stitch
one.
camp.
Yeah, to try and find a small night and day one. And I happened to come across, believe it or not, people, a 1977 cross stitch pattern that I had. And at
I know
some
nothing
point,
of this.
yeah, it's old New Orleans, and it's just photocopied. I mean, this is the way it came, and it's 1977, and evidently kitted it up.
Let's say, when did you go there?
Yeah, I know. But kitted it all up, so you've got all the colors. I have the fabric for it, and it's all cut up.
What is it, like different locations?
Yeah,
Landmarks?
different landmarks, and I can't show the pattern, I guess, because it was 77.
Well,
But I can show. You can't really see it up close, but I can tell you the names of the places.
Catherine E. Anderson, Delta Needlecraft.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh,
that.
I'm sorry.
It's
I don't
okay.
know.
It's okay.
I just learned
No.
about this with you guys, so.
Yeah, but it's like, and there's some specialty stitches in it, which is going to be exciting. But they have St. Louis Cathedral, Jackson Square. I can't read that. Lafitte's Blacksmith Shop.
I think Lafitte.
See, I'm not good on the names. And that's the blacksmith shop. Okay,
Patio.
and then the patio. That's, I guess, the patio.
I think it's.
I'm
for
not
the
sure,
back stitch.
but it's a bell pull, so it's very small, very little. And then the French Quarter Street, 1850.
That's so cool.
So that would be that one.
Now we gotta go to New Orleans and check out these places for real.
Maybe.
Just not during Mardi Gras.
Maybe. It's only 5.5 inches wide, 30 inches long.
Yeah. That's so cool.
But I was like, oh my God, I forgot. And it's so old. I mean, 1977 people, come on. I know I have old patterns, but this was, I was like, I wasn't even out of high school.
I was born.
I wasn't even out of high school yet.
That's so cool.
And
so when are you starting that?
I don't know. Probably in a little bit. I'll start it.
Reminds me of the other one we have. We still have to show you the craft room and stuff. She's got a really cool piece we found.
Yeah.
Where? In Florida?
Yeah, we found it at a secondhand. It wasn't even a stitchy store.
Was
it was
it
just
Maggie's again?
I don't think I got that one at Maggie's for some reason. But it was a secondhand store, and it just happened to be hanging on our wall. And I looked at it, and I was like, ooh, that's petite cross stitch. That's gorgeous.
It's
and
beautiful.
it's like, it's all in German. And
It's almost like a pole.
it's a bell pull.
Okay, yeah, because it's very long.
And I plan to put this next with
That's
it.
what I was going to ask. Okay.
Yep. And I'll bring it up next video and show it to you.
You want me to run down and get it?
No, I'm not going
Okay.
to make you run down now.
We'll
the
show it in the
reason
next video.
we haven't shown you the craft room yet is we had to have the plumbing fixed throughout the whole house.
And that's actually one of the last areas to do, too.
Yeah. We stopped at doing the downstairs bathroom because his surgery was in 2 days and
Yeah.
they were just getting everything done.
And we had so many people over working on stuff on the house. It's the things you don't see in a house that add up, people.
Yeah.
Holy
It's
moly.
like, oh, we've done, I mean, I love the house. I love the house. That's the reason
It's a
we're
great
doing
house.
everything.
It's a great house.
But since we moved in, we had to have all the wiring redone.
All the plumbing now.
All the plumbing now. All the
Termites.
appliances. Termites. What was the other
What
thing?
are
The
those
trees
things
that
that
fell
stung
down on
Dad?
us.
Yellow jackets
Yellow
taken
jacket
care of.
nests.
They were in I don't know if you guys know, but they go in the ground.
They
and
burrow.
I think he was mowing and he went over it and they like attacked him and his dog.
Yeah.
It was
and
awful.
what else did we do in this house? We're trying to get to having the floors refinished, but
The
we haven't done
garage
that.
had to be rebuilt because the trees
garage,
crashed into it. We were right next to the dining room window and it was like right next to us and it just we were like, oh.
So
yeah,
but it's
been an
coming
adventure.
along. We haven't painted the inside yet.
My room.
Yeah, well, her room got painted
Mine's
and wallpapered the one wall.
Yeah, I'll show
And-
you guys because I have my setup for my cross stitch storage there.
Okay, all right. Mine's kind of downstairs, but we've been talking about turning the downstairs into an extra guest room.
Yeah, because it's got the bathroom the ensuite
Right there, yeah.
Right there. And
So,
when I move
We'll
out, I
see.
told her she should make my room into her craft
which
room.
is right next to my room here.
Which would be
so
perfect. No stairs.
No
for her to
stairs
go
or
up and
anything.
down. And the bathroom's right there. It's
That's
like
the reason I don't go
perfect.
down there that much.
They're steeper stairs.
Yeah.
Too. They're not like shallow.
They're very
steps.
deep. They're over 8 inches.
It's
and that's
weird.
Like, who thought to put that in here?
Because those are so deep, and then the ones up here are so shallow. It's like, holy moly.
Yeah, the ones up here, it's like barely even a step.
Yeah. It's the weirdest
Mm-hmm.
thing. Like, you can put a ramp. That's how shallow they are. Like, they're
Yeah.
so close together,
Yeah.
you can put a ramp.
So anyway, that's
Sorry, I didn't mean to
what
cut you
I'm.
off.
No, that's fine. That's partly what I'm doing, I guess. I told her I'm probably going to bring something new to start at StitchCon. That may change. I can't guarantee it. And then we are going to try Sherry's summer camp.
Yeah.
That
why
starts
not?
June 1st. And the first thing you have to do is go to her website, the summer camp website. And she also has a little badge you can stitch.
I know.
And then
That's so cute.
you send a picture of your project, the fabric, the floss, everything before you start it. And then that's how it starts, and that's June 1st. So that might be what I'm bringing to StitchCon.
Yeah.
I'm not sure yet. Not making any definite.
I'm hoping WIPCO isn't 3 numbers again for June like it ends up being.
Oh, that's always a hard one in June. Yeah.
Because I didn't leave a free space for that.
That's who I watched also. First time ever I got to watch Jessie Marie Does Stuff. She's so cute.
And you watched 911.
Yeah, of
right?
course, Stacy 911. She hasn't been here in a while.
Excuse me.
And Dina, hi,
Hi,
wherever
Dina.
you are, you're on your vacation. I hope you're feeling better. And I hope you're enjoying yourself and just relaxing and stitching and sightseeing and all the stuff you're doing.
Yeah, I want to see pictures.
They have a big mobile home they travel in.
I'm always the person, you go on vacation, I want pictures. I
Yeah.
wanna see.
You know who's really good about sending pictures is Patty.
Mm-hmm.
Patty Penn. And Nisi, hi.
Hi,
I'm
Nisi.
glad you had a good time at Stitch West. It looks like you had a fabulous time. And I was running short on time, so I had to pick who I watched. Sorry.
I didn't really watch too many.
But it looked like you had a pile of stuff.
But I did, however.
It looks like you had a really good time. Really nice time, you guys. I'm glad. I'm so glad. And maybe one year I'll get there.
We would like to go to Stitch West at some point. In the attic still, too. There's places we want to go to. You know, we just plan it out. And
There's some of the ones in South Carolina.
North Carolina, some of them.
Yeah.
Speaking of things like that, kind of. I don't know if it really goes with it or not. But because I wasn't stitching when we were at the hospital, I was working on designing an alphabet for my designs.
That's true.
And stuff. I was working on some designs. So, I mean, it was productive, even though I didn't stitch. You just aren't seeing any of that
I like
yet.
your alphabet. It's really
Thank
cute.
you.
I'm just wondering what you're going to put with it.
You'll have to wait and see. She's like, I was supposed to get sneak peeks. We live together. No.
Yeah.
I showed you the alphabet. That was a sneak peek.
No, I know. I loved it.
I've got a lot. I've been looking up public
You also
domain
have
stuff and
that sampler that you auctioned or you bid on.
I bought a sampler at an auction.
And she's going to reproduce?
I'm going to reproduce it.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if that was the right word. Yeah.
I want to go on Ancestry and see if I can look up the girl and stuff to get information though. Maybe we'll show it. We took it out of the frame and stuff, so we have it just by itself because the frame was kind of broken. Like, they shipped it very well, but it had wear and tear.
Yeah.
So
I was just thinking it's downstairs. I thought I might have brought it up, but it is downstairs.
Itself.
So we'll
but
have
that's
to show
another
that
one
in your next video. The next video.
Yeah. Because there's a few auctions. I got it from like Washington, an auction in Washington.
And it's some of the colors are very, very faded, and it's hard to see how she did the stitches or the how it's placed on it.
You can kind of see where the fabric itself was getting a little worn out too, despite being behind glass and stuff. It just, you know, what happens.
We'll show that. We'll show that.
Yeah, so that's another thing I'm working on. I'd like to get more of them. It was really fun bidding and like seeing if I was gonna win. And
oh, you just have fun spending money.
I mean, spending money isn't a problem, which is a problem.
Yeah, tell me about
between books and cross stitch. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. So
I'm doing the opposite. Not spending so much. I want to.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see how we do.
Well, I finished putting probably 95% of my patterns in their binders, and I'm like, I gotta start stitching this stuff before buying more. I mean, there are things that are like auto buy, you know, certain authors, certain designers, you know when they come out with something, you're just gonna have to buy it, so.
Yeah. I don't know. I was going through all mine. Mine fits in a, what is that, 10 drawers, little drawers? You know, those little narrow drawers?
Yeah.
And there's 10 of them, and all my patterns I have fit in there. All of them. So, I mean, the drawers aren't packed or fully packed or anything. They're just, you know, broken up that way.
I wanted to get their
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're
Go
good.
ahead.
No, you're fine.
Oh, Lord.
So, you guys, I have the cutest little basket, and I'll show you. This basket holds the stuff that I have, like the backings picked
Where'd you get
out.
the basket?
Secondhand store for $1. I think we got it from Carm.
Oh, that was it. Carm, that's right.
So I have like stuff like this, you know,
to be finished.
Things that are gonna be finished. Like I changed my mind about
everything.
This isn't going in a frame anymore. I'm gonna make it into a pillow with like that backing. So there's like things that I have picked. This was my 2024 start and finish, so I have to put a charm on it for 2024. It's my New Year.
I like that green
my
back.
New Year's Day start, and the background was supposed to be the pink, but I had this fabric, and then this is gonna be the back for it. But there is one I wanted your guys' opinion on.
Which one?
I finished this piece before we moved up here. It was the last piece I worked on in Florida and finished.
That's beautiful. I love it.
With Lunar Tides by Stitchy Stuff Co. is the fabric.
And linen? 28 count?
Yes. This is
28 count.
mushroom.
Okay.
I kitted it up for her to do too in the blue and everything. It is supposed to be in blue. I don't know if you can really see the variegation, but the variegation is so pretty. Like I said, Lunar Tide Stitchy Stuff Co. It's a... You have the pattern. I think it's a luminous...
Arts?
Fiber art?
Fiber arts?
I want to say.
But I'm holding this up here for you.
So my question is, which I'm going to make it into a kind of a big pillow. I was going to frame it, but then I'm like, no, I think I'll make it into a pillow. So... I'm deciding between
a flat fold too, you know.
Two fabrics. Like this fabric I was kind of thinking for the back because it kind of goes with
the thread.
You know, the colors. But then I was also thinking a little white. I still think the first one, but like a little lighter because it has like the really soft like blues. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think because I'm not making it into a pillow, so I guess I could hold it each on each side, huh?
There you go.
so you guys can see them together. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think for fabrics, for the backing of it. And then hopefully the things in this basket I'll have done pretty soon. And then I can show you the finished stuff of that. I've been kind of gathering. I don't want to do just like one pillow at a time. I'd rather have like bulk like we did last time and just put them together.
Yep, gotcha.
But yeah. Oh!
Yes.
And I have this really cute idea. There's a cigar box.
Okay.
She collects them.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to design something for the top.
Okay.
And I'll show you guys.
I haven't heard this one.
I know. This is like, this might be one of my first, you know. And what I want to do on the inside, I'm not going to make it a cross-stitch box. I need a jewelry box. So when we go to Hobby Lobby, we're going to see if they have like the ring holders and the earring things. So when it opens, it holds my jewelry, but it's going to have a really cute cross-stitch piece on the top of it. It's going to, wait, it'll be one of my designs. Well, I'll show you guys.
Wow.
It occurred to me the other night, I'm like, oh, I need a jewelry holder. I have a cigar box. I could put a cross-stitch piece on it. So, yeah.
Very good. Very good.
And I have a, what is it called? A biscornu that I'm going to work on. And I'll show you the inspiration behind that. Because I feel like that was kind of a cool inspiration.
That's cool.
The
I know, I've got so many things bought for projects to do.
So she's going to be busy helping me stitch up stuff.
Well, there goes my sewing time.
Hey, the last one, something new that you've never stitched, will be my thing. You can make the biscornu.
Uh-huh.
Gonna look
Yeah,
good.
I could.
Ooh, with the rainbow gallery thread for the gold.
Okay.
That really bright one that you're not sure yet.
No, I know.
Okay. See, I'm getting tons of ideas.
She's
I'm
just
hoping I'll
like,
have something to show you guys because I've got like all these ideas.
She has
and
tons of ideas. She runs them off between me and her dad.
And I type them in my phone. I have this whole like,
You better get moving on these because
so-
having the ideas is great, but you got to get them done to.
Oh, they're gonna be. You'll start seeing them pretty soon.
Okay.
Pretty soon you'll start seeing them.
Okay.
I'm excited to show some
No,
of
I
this
know
stuff.
you are. I know you are.
So, maybe not the reproduction piece just yet.
Yeah,
That's
won't
gonna
be
take
just
more
yet.
time.
Yeah,
But the other ones, it's
the alphabet and whatever else you do with it, and then your little. Yeah. That'll be good. That'll be good. And I don't know. I think that's about
I'm
it.
pooped. We didn't even do much, and I'm pooped.
We're just
Sitting down for the first time
just
today.
so not overwhelmed, but just when you anticipate something and then you go and you get through it and you do everything and
It's almost.
then they told us like the day before his surgery he had to run and have tests done and we had to run and go do all those. And just to know it's done is a relief, but until we see the doctor this week, he can't go back to normal yet. And
I think the thing we were fearing the most, it sounds like I said, because well, like you said, you don't know until you get like that confirmation, but it sounds like it'll be able to be reversed, which is what they're
which will be the
aiming for.
next in 8 weeks.
Yeah,
That'll be the
so-
surgery, which we will find out definitely Wednesday.
He's got a
So-
very strict.
Very strict diet.
Yeah,
very
that's it.
strict. And yeah.
It's just like one of those. It's like you're so stressed that like by the time
You
it's
don't
done,
even really realize you're stressed,
and then
but
you're
you
like,
are.
I'm so tired.
I
like,
know, it's like,
mentally.
Is it bedtime
and
yet?
physically.
Because I'm,
Yeah.
And it's,
And then I think
so.
that, and then like knowing we have the thing coming up to go away too, like we're excited, but it's just like,
Well,
boom,
if,
boom,
if
boom for
everything gets
things,
done,
you know,
yeah,
for
in the
everything
time
coming
frame
up.
we're hoping, it's going to be a joy to go to StitchCon because
We'll need it.
Relax.
We'll
yeah,
need it.
We'll relax. And yeah, so we will see.
Now I'm gonna start yawning.
Don't do that. She will make me yawn. Okay, everybody out there has to yawn.
It's like an unspoken
it just
rule.
kind of travels on.
It's contagious. Anyways,
So anyway, that's about it, guys.
yeah.
We're only at 45 minutes. But
I can't even think of plans I have. Like I'm I'm pooped.
Yeah, I can think of plans, and then a lot of my
Oh.
time too has been working on stuff for StitchCon. So
Yeah, and I'm still working on my Whip Go stuff, which I showed you one of them, and then I want to get some stuff that's ridiculously close to being done for my mania.
What's a mania?
Stitch Mania.
When's
Instead
that?
in May. Instead of doing new starts and stuff, I figured, hey, I can knock out a couple of these finishes.
Okay.
I don't know. I take on a
I've
lot,
always
so
heard
we'll
May
see.
Mania. May Mania.
Stitch Mania. May
Mania.
Mania
It
has
was Mirror
M-A-Y.
May, where I used to hang out. It was Mirror May.
Mermay or Mermay. You can stitch on
No, I
mermaids.
didn't do that. It was Mirror May. Mirror May.
There's a lot of May wordplay.
There's a lot of things people do in May. And
It's almost too
there was
May.
something else I was going to say, and now I can't remember what it was. I don't know, people, but I think we're going to jump off pretty soon. If you like us, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up or
Click the
hit the heart.
Bell for notifications.
Yes, and we finally made 150 people.
Woo!
Yay!
Thank you.
And yeah,
That's
really, we were so excited.
exciting.
Really, we didn't even think 150 people would.
I know you started and you're like, oh, if people see it, but like, that's awesome.
But they don't, or they watch it and they don't subscribe. Now it's real funny because I noticed. Okay, I'm not jumping off yet because I want to say this, and if you guys find it, no, because I subscribe to Nisi, Patty, Dina, Stacy, a lot of people I subscribe to. I've been noticing lately, and I watch them. I watch them all, so it's not like I miss them. And I always give them the thumbs up. And last week, Patty I wasn't subscribed to. Nisi I wasn't subscribed to. Stacy was totally off. I didn't even have her. And Teresa wasn't even on there anymore. So I don't know if it's something glitchy or I'm doing something wrong, or I don't know, because these are people I love to watch.
Yeah.
I watch them. I make sure I watch them. And I don't know. I don't know if it's just me. Is there something you have to do to make sure that you stay subscribed? Because I do the bell to get all notifications, and I was just thinking the other day, I was like, boy, I haven't seen anything from 911
You
Stitcher
didn't
in a while.
start a new account, did you? Where nothing would have been picked?
Not that I know of. I mean, unless you started one for me and I didn't know about it.
Well, no, because my account is on that TV and that TV.
Right. No,
Is it on the? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I know
if
we
you
have a
have
lot.
any thoughts on that, glad to hear them. Anyway, but this is it, people. We're really going to sign off here, right?
Thanks for joining us. We
Thank
appreciate
you very
it.
much. And we appreciate each and every one of you. It's like, yeah, we look forward to talking to you, but
Well, we are. It's like we're conversing.
Yeah.
But,
And yeah.
I'll have more to show. I feel like this video and last video I didn't have much.
Yeah.
So maybe
okay.
getting back in the swing of things.
Getting in the groove.
Now who's showing her age? Groovy.
Hey,
I'm just kidding.
I'm old. I just turned 65
That's
what,
okay.
a month ago.
I love the saying bees knees, so.
Yeah, there you go. You're older
I
than me
love
then.
stuff from
The 50s. And we're not going on, and we're not going to keep...
1920s, like Great Gatsby,
Oh.
Art Deco and stuff.
There you go.
Great Gatsby is my favorite movie, just
There
so
you
you
go.
guys know. Okay.
Anyway, everybody, table 24. We'll be seeing you soon. And it might not be table 24 anymore. I don't know how that's going to work.
Might not be at table 24, but
Yeah.
forever in our hearts will be
Table 24. Yes. We should each go get a tat. No, joking. Just joking, Ashley. I'm joking.
I would so do it, you guys.
I know you would.
I would so do it. I have 6 tattoos already, and I would do another.
Okay. I wouldn't.
I would.
I've got 7 and I won't. Okay.
Oh, yeah. But mine are cooler.
Aw. Mine are the planetary thing, Okay,
right.
that's it. If you know, you know.
I love you
Okay,
guys.
see you in
If you
2
know.
If you know, you know. See you in 2 weeks,
Okay.
people. Okay, Bye-bye. Have a good day. Have fun stitching.